So season 3 is a roller coaster. This is a crazy wrap to the end of this story. How much did the two of you know what was going to happen when you started with season 1?
We didn't know the details of how we were going to get there, but we knew the basic arc of where we were headed. And that's very satisfying, knowing that you have 3 seasons to tell a very kind of defined story, and then, kind of build it to its climax.
Yeah, I'd second that.
And with this season, there's some curveballs definitely that are thrown here for what happens with the characters. Was this a harder, COVID withstanding, was this a harder season to film just from what happens to both of your characters? You're put through the ringer here with some intense moments, both psychologically and physically. Was this more of an undertaking than season 1?
For me, it was better because I was more experienced and I had, I think, a stronger sense of self and was able to sort of stand up for what I wanted as a character and an actor for scenes, and that was really empowering. I don't know how it was received, but it was empowering for me, and to learn from Mireille, which I'm still need to do because she's such a role model and an incredible actress and just person on set, and working with her more, and with Adam Besser, who's a really talented actor. So I this for me was the best season. Even though I know it was, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but challenging emotionally for people to be away from their families. For me, I don't have kids, so I was having a good time.
You preface this by saying COVID notwithstanding, I think actually the COVID component is the only part of it that made it more challenging, shooting kind of in those extreme circumstances. But otherwise, in terms of the story that we were playing, it's part of why we sign up to be actors, right? Is to get to go on those crazy rides. Sweet David, when we were talking about this season, he was like, I've built a really emotional, story for you about your past, and I'm so sorry. I was like, why are you apologizing? This is why I'm here. Bring it,
And Mireille, for going back, I remember watching you in The Killing. Absolutely loved it. One of my favorite shows of the last 20 years. And that's an emotional turmoil of a show. There are not many opportunities for you to smile over the course of that series. It's so intense. And then, you played War in Good Omens, and it's the polar opposite, and it's so much fun. In this, it seems, this, for either one of you, it seems like it was hard to actually have fun making some of this, but did you enjoy, it's a lot of work, but was it fun?
There's definitely elements of a lot of fun. I also, this season, it's always really tricky having different directors come each block. You have to readjust, and I'm not great at that. But this season we had Sasha and Tibor for the first 2 episodes. I'm just gonna name drop them because they were just really dope.
They were awesome.
Sasha and Tibor are hilarious. This Dutch duo. Sasha's a director and Tibor's her DP, and they have this great chemistry, and they communicate with each other in Dutch, which is great because you're always left out. But they're wonderful, and there's a lot of laughs and banter, and we were like a banterous crew, which was always fun. Yeah.
And the addition this season of Ray Liotta coming into this cast, a lot of the characters and actors from season 2, we see them again here in season 3, and then he comes in and he's this massive presence just as an actor. How was it working with him?
Dope.
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking I'm gonna throw this at her because what she's gonna say is Ray Liotta is dope. And that is the best word to describe him. He's just the coolest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really holds a space,
Yeah.
He's awesome.
And from filming, this was filmed in different locations than season 1 or season 2. Did that change any of the logistics? Again, COVID is a big component with how you had to film these things, but did the the geographic location of where you filmed this, did that change how you approached anything for making this season?
Well, part of what's exciting about shooting in Europe is that you have so many different personalities all squished together. So you can travel not very far and be in a completely different culture. And so really, depending on the seasons where we were, the energy of the places flavored what we were doing. That was wonderful between Budapest and Barcelona. And I mean, I did love about Prague that we had access to forest again, which had been such a beautiful backdrop for season 1. That was great.
And from going back to when it all started, did either of you really take any cue from the film version of this story, or did you completely distance yourself and just want to make this completely your own?
It's funny, I haven't had that question in so long, and that was such a big question.
That used to be a big question, season 1.
I saw the movie and I loved it when it came out. I mean, I remember, like, from my audition, just copying Saoirse's accent for my audition, because I was like, I don't know what it is, I'm looking at the movie. But the TV show is totally different, and we're totally different people, so it is different, you know.
Yeah, and I hadn't seen the movie, I just happened to have not seen the movie. And so when I met with David Farr, he said, I'm really taking this opportunity to reframe it. And so there's actually nothing in the film to use as an inspiration. So then I just had to find my way.
And have either of you seen the completed season 3 yet? Have you watched it yet?
Yes, I watched the whole thing yesterday in my hotel room here in London.
Is it bittersweet seeing it come to an end, or does it feel like you got a chance to tell this complete story over such a long form process? Did it feel like you got to tell and take these characters on the journey that you always wanted to?
Yeah, it didn't feel bittersweet for me. It just felt like deliverance. You know, we did it. We
that
did
one,
it.
Yeah. I don't watch it. I mean, I watched it last night, the screening, but generally I don't watch it because I find it really weird watching myself. I can't do it. But people like it, so that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we told the story well. And
Yeah.
Yeah, and I definitely loved it. It's a great end to the story. You're excellent. It's wonderful performances from both of you, and I can't wait for everybody to see it. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I want you to solve this Hanna problem. Bring her in. There's going to be consequences.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for. You're going out into the wide world, and you won't be coming back. You're soldiers. You have to be ruthless. In this war, anything goes.
I can remember I was dreaming.
You're looking at a list of targets for assassination. All the names on the list are young, politically motivated, socially conscious. Did you know about any of this?
I was given a kill list. I didn't know how they made it.
Well, now you know.
Who are you?
You're trying to destroy an organization that wants you dead. I need to get you out of here now.
If we're successful, you could have whatever life you want.
I wouldn't know what to do with it. I only know how to fight.
They tell you so much about what you're supposed to do. Not one word about what happens after.
Hunt her down, just like we taught you. For 20 years, I let one little girl live. That girl came back to haunt me.
I'm fighting in my head all the time. And you help me understand why. Let's work out together. Trust me.
She's coming for you.